Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Western Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. We have a great lineup of institutions for you to hear from this afternoon. But first, I have a couple of housekeeping items for you. So number one, this is a webinar, so your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you this afternoon. Two, there are more sessions. This is a great format to learn about a lot of colleges at one time. And there's 2 more hours of these. So you're welcome to sign up for more by going to strivescan.com/WACAC. And this is being recorded and will be available for playback at that same website. And finally, we know that you're going to have some questions tonight. So when you have a question, go ahead and put that in the Q&A at the bottom of your screen. List your question and also the institution that you're directing your question to so that they know how to respond appropriately. And you don't have to wait until they present in order to ask your question. They will be monitoring that Q&A the whole time. So without further ado, I'm going to turn things over to Carroll College. And Carroll, you're up and we're ready to go when you are.
Awesome, thank you so much. Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth Zimmerman. I'm Assistant Director of Admissions here at Carroll College, and I'm really excited to be sharing a little bit of information with you today. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so welcome everyone again. At Carroll College, we are, as I said, a small private, and we're a Catholic liberal arts institution. We have over 40 majors available for our students. What Carroll has become pretty well known for is our biology for pre-med, where we have an 85% acceptance rate into medical school. Our nursing program, which last year our graduate students had an NCLEX passing rate of 100%, as well as our anthrozoology program, which is a pretty unique major. It is the study of human and animal interactions and relationships. So actually your junior year, you get to work with a dog. You have a dog that lives with you 24/7. So you can see all the list of our academic programs here on the list. We do everything from history to chemistry, education to theology. So we're able to provide a wide variety of experiences for our students. Other things that we're growing at our institution are some new master's programs. So we've had a master's of accountancy for 3 years now. We just added a master's of social work. We have an accelerated nursing for students who are coming back for their second bachelor's degree. And then also we have this great 3+3 partnership with University of Montana. So instead of 7 years, in 6 years, you can get your full law degree. We really focus on hands-on learning here at Carroll College. We want our students to be engaged with not only their school, but the community of Helena. So we really do a lot of experiential learning, internships, study abroad, volunteering, something that just gets you out and trying new things. We're very lucky to be located in the state capital. So as you can see, we have a picture of our professor and a couple of students. We do internships with many departments with the state. We have a lot of nonprofit organizations available in Helena and just so many different opportunities. We're also, as the next slide, in a great location. We're in the state capital, like I said. Helena, population's about 32,000. We're about 3 hours from Yellowstone and about 3.5 hours from Glacier National Park. And we have a ski hill that's 30 minutes away from campus and only $25 for our students. And I have to say, our students love where we're located. Not only do we have strong academic programs at Carroll, but we have the amazing outdoors so close by. Fishing, hiking, mountain biking, camping, kayaking. We have 3 lakes that are within 20 minutes from campus. The ski hill that I mentioned earlier, rock climbing. Our students love to be outdoors. So if you're someone who's looking for a really academic school, but also has this amazing access to a lot of adventures and outdoors, Carroll might be a great experience for you. We have a very active campus life as well. Over 300 activities on campus a year. We're very lucky that throughout this COVID pandemic, we have been able to still be in person. 80% of our classes have been taught live in person. 20% weren't, just because we had a few faculty members that are immune compromised and had to teach online. We are part of the NAIA athletics, so we have a wide variety of athletic teams that you can participate in and earn potential scholarships for. We ask that our students do live on campus for at least 2 years, just so you really get that great feel, but actually 68% of our students will live on campus all 4 years. Definitely a residential campus. Also, a great variety of clubs, whether you're interested in something academic-based, a nursing club, psychology club, to camp, our Carroll Adventure and Mountaineering program, which is our outdoors club, to our gaming club. We try to provide a lot of different things. We're also starting up an esports club next year. As I also mentioned, we are a Catholic college. We're ecumenical, which means we're welcoming of all faiths. We're also diocesan, one of 9 schools left in the nation that are connected straight with a diocese in a certain area. One of the biggest things is that Father Mark really pushes is that we're welcoming to all students. You're not required to attend Mass or go on the retreats, but it's always a great opportunity for our students and a way that you can connect with another part of our community. We also plan different pilgrimages as well as immersion trips where you can go and do over maybe your spring break trips to places like Rochester, New York, Chicago, LA. We've even gone down to Denver, Colorado, and we spend the week in service. So again, nothing required, but just something that's a new opportunity available for you. Other big thing I wanted to mention is our affordability. We have a great merit scholarship range. It ranges from $16,000 to $23,000. That merit scholarship is based on your unweighted academic GPA and a test score if you choose to submit. Before COVID even happened, Carroll went test optional, and we're planning to stay test optional. So you'll be able to apply for scholarships without a test score, because I know that's been a great challenge this past year. Our financial aid award packages, now what you're seeing, those are just the average award packages. And we work really hard to try and make college as affordable as possible. I know I don't have much time, so I want to give you a few more things. If you scan that QR code, you'll be able to fill out a quick thing giving me your name and contact information. We can get back to you if you have more questions. Biggest things for what's next, come visit us. We are offering in-person visits, but we also have virtual opportunities as well. Seniors, if you're still here with us, it's not too late. Apply for Carroll College. We still have scholarships available, financial aid, and it's always free to apply. You can see all my contact information listed below. Again, my name's Elizabeth, and I really hope to have a chance to speak with each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Elizabeth, to you and to Carroll College. Next up, you have the opportunity to hear from Rocky Mountain College whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon, everyone. I appreciate you guys joining on this Sunday afternoon here after the time has changed. I know it's been a little difficult for me for today, but we'll get through it together. So I appreciate everyone joining in. Make sure here. There we go. Perfect. My name is Sean Coleman. I am the Director of Admissions here at Rocky Mountain College, and I'm also a graduate, 2011, and I've been here in Montana from Southern Cal ever since. So happy to be here, happy to share this lovely college with you. So Rocky Mountain College is the oldest institution here in the state of Montana, founded just a few years before Montana was established as a state. We have just over 1,000 students here at the college, primarily undergraduate students that are focused just right out of high school like yourself. So a lot of great opportunity for students to get involved and be around students that are like yourselves. Diverse student body, we have students from about 48 different states and about 19 different countries. So a lot of different personalities and backgrounds and worldviews here at the campus that we take a lot of pride in. We're located in Billings, Montana, which is the largest city here in the state, about 125,000, constantly growing. So a lot of opportunity from businesses and internships and just experiences in general here in Billings, which is always nice. Typically you're flying into Montana, you fly right into Billings, and the campus is about 5 minutes away from the airport. So really accessible from quite a few places here on the West Coast. Rocky Mountain College, we're really proud of our ability to get our students out and graduate. Like I mentioned, as the largest city, there's lots of opportunities for internships. So 88% of our students are completing those. Should be 100. There's only 2 majors on our campus that do not require an internship. That'd be our education program as well as our aviation program. So students are either in the classroom, starting their freshman, sophomore year with the largest school district in the state, or they're going to be actually flying 3 days a week and having that experiential learning, which is pretty vital to their graduation, and just understanding what you're getting into. Average class size here is 14, teacher-student ratio 11:1. So you're really going to get an opportunity to have conversations with your professors and be educated, not just taught or trained. So we really take a lot of pride in that personal relationship that we build here at the college. Over 50 different majors and 37 minors available here for students. So if you come here, you're unaware of what you want to study, you don't have to pick a major until your junior year. So you can go 2 years exploring whether it is aviation or biology or physician's assistant or accounting or geology, you'll have those opportunities to do that before you have to pick that major, which is nice. It gives you that freedom to really expand your wings and just see what else is out there. You may have not been exposed to some of those things in high school. So as students are in classroom, they're going to be out of the classroom a lot. So we are, like I said, have a lot of different opportunities, whether it's Yellowstone National Park or getting over to, the east side of Montana where the plains are, maybe heading west where some of the mountains are going to be, and actually getting your hands dirty. So you're going to be outside in Yellowstone National Park working with the wildlife and their wildlife rangers to understand that ecosystem and what that's like. Or you're going to be working at the largest hospital corridor here in the state of Montana, in Billings, and actually working alongside professions that you want to see exactly what they have to offer you. Outside the classroom, students, like I said, Montana in general, that we really enjoy being outdoors. So whether it's heading down a Red Lodge mountain to go snowboarding or skiing, it's about 45 minutes away, or you want to head to Yellowstone National Park about 90 minutes away, or you just want to kind of head 10 minutes outside town and just go hiking a little bit, you can do that. So a lot of different opportunities to get involved outside of the classroom, something we pride ourselves in. Our outdoor rec program will rent you almost any equipment from toe to head to go camping without anything needed to be paid, which is pretty awesome. So you can not have those experiences and still have those experiences here at the college. As far as athletics, we participate in the NAIA division. So we're participating against other schools that are similar in size to us, around that 1,000 or so mark for total enrollment. We have 17 different sports. Our ski team is nationally ranked year in and year out, national and individual champions on that team. So they do a great job. Football and soccer as well, always at the top and consistently nationally ranked in almost every sport we participate in. Here are tuition and fees for this year: $31,000, just a shy over $40,000 for room and board. Including that, just a note, we always estimate on the high end for room and meal plan. And that way there's no surprises when we look at fees and start talking about those numbers. You're well aware and there's complete transparency of what that value is here at Rocky Mount College that you guys were looking at. In addition to the cost, we do offer a lot of different merit scholarships here at the college, ranging from, as you can see, $9,000 to $17,000 for first year and $5,000 to $12,000 for transfers. We'll review those for eligibility as soon as you're accepted. So all we need is an application and transcript. No ACT or SAT scores are required, which is pretty nice during this time. And like my colleague Carroll, we do plan to continue that trend going into this next year. We do offer additional scholarships ranging from what we call special talent or athletic scholarships, esports scholarships that have been around for a while, even aviation specific, and even campus visit scholarships. So you come visit campus and do a tour and speak with admissions, and it's $500 towards your financial award package, which is pretty nice. And all you do is come out and visit the college. This past year, we did introduce what's called a Promise Scholarship. So this scholarship will actually reduce your tuition to just $2,500 for the year. So whatever your financial aid award package is up to that point, we will tack on X amount of dollars to equate to a $2,500 tuition for that year, which is really nice, renewable every year. You don't have to reapply for it. You just have to sign for it. As it says, you got to be qualified for a top 3 merits and receive the Pell Grant. Financial aid, I definitely go out and complete the FAFSA if you guys already haven't. It's a great opportunity to find out what other aid you might receive. A couple different types of aid you can receive, from grants to loans to work study. Definitely reach out to the admission staff here and we can go over those with you. Average financial aid is about $24,000 for the year, which we really try to help our students out. So definitely give me a call. Again, my name is Sean Coleman, admissions here at Rocky Mount College. I'd be happy to work with any folks that have questions. Thanks.
Sean, thanks so much to you and Rocky Mountain College. Those of you listening, please don't forget, you can put those questions in the Q&A at any time, list your question, and then of course the institution that you're directing your question to. Next up, you have the opportunity to hear from Colorado Mesa University.
Awesome. Thank you, Courtney. Good morning or good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mia, and I am the admissions counselor for Colorado Mesa University, working with students specifically from California and Nevada. Quick background about Colorado Mesa, because I know a lot of us might have never heard of this university or maybe have never been to Colorado. We are in Western Colorado. So about 30 minutes past the Utah border, you're going to be in beautiful Grand Junction, Colorado, where you find our university smack dab in the middle of the city. Right now, we are medium-sized. We do have 11,000 students on campus, and the majority of that is undergraduate. So you're coming to a thriving campus community. You're getting to meet tons of amazing people from all around the country, all around the world, and you're getting some really fantastic experiences that you really just can't get to many other places. Before I went to Colorado Mesa, I grew up in Southern California. I was an outdoorsy. I didn't like to be too adventurous or anything like that. And Colorado Mesa, on top of giving me my degree, really showed me some awesome experiences and activities that I never knew I would have enjoyed. And it really got me out of my comfort zone. So I love this school so much, and I'm excited to be connecting you with it today. Just to, again, acclimate you a little bit with Grand Junction, Colorado. This picture that you're seeing on the screen here is the Colorado National Monument, and that is about 10 minutes away from campus. So we are a high desert climate. We do have a lot of that Red Rock Canyon land. The National Monument is kind of a mini Grand Canyon. It's tremendous and beautiful. 30 minutes in the opposite direction, you're going to end up on the Grand Mesa, which is actually the largest flat top mountain in the world. There's over like 1,000 natural lakes up there. It's where you see all the beautiful fall color changes, and of course where our ski resort is. And then 10 minutes in the other direction, you end up at the Colorado River. So if you like to paddleboard, raft, just sit by the lake, we have that as well. On campus, the academic experience is really all about you and giving you exactly what you need to be successful in not only in your intended career path, but getting to help you expand your interests and helping you decide maybe what it is you want to do if you have no idea. You can absolutely come in undecided, and we have tons of resources on campus to help you figure out what you want to do with your life. But with that being said, we have 114 majors, and the majority of them are direct entry. Nursing, radiology tech, and our teaching department are the only ones that have a separate application process for you. Today, I do want to highlight some of our most popular programs that I tend to see a lot of students coming for, but just know, no matter what you want to do, we probably have a pathway for you. So right here, we're going to get into some of our most popular programs. You see here, we have this woman that's taking a picture of dirt. That's actually not dirt. This is our forensic investigation research station, and she's actually taking pictures of human remains because she is part of our criminal justice program with a concentration in forensics. So that is really one of our top programs because we have that forensic investigation research center, what we actually call the body farm. We have a crime scene investigation house, and we have our courthouse about 5 minutes away from campus. So you get a really well-rounded experience in that program. This picture that you see that looks like a dining room, that is actually our steakhouse inside of the teaching hotel that opened up this past semester. It's a 60-room hotel right in the middle of campus, and it's pretty much all student ran. So our hospitality management students are the ones doing the day-to-day operations of the hotel, checking guests in, running the hotel. Our culinary students are the ones running the steakhouse. And then when you back up a little bit in time, our construction management students were the ones who built the hotel, and our graphic design students were the ones who designed all of the marketing materials, the logo for the hotel. So really some fantastic opportunities there. Of course, we have nursing. It's a thriving program on our campus. The nursing department in itself is actually a hospital that the university purchased and renovated. So as a health sciences student, you're getting to practice in a setting that looks like a hospital, getting to work with simulation dolls that talk. You can take their vitals, they give birth. And then you're getting to go into your clinicals after that, already feeling prepared. And we have about 3 hospitals within 10 minutes of campus. So kind of an easygoing lifestyle to accompany that really rigorous program. And then finally, our kinesiology program. So this is a picture of our human performance lab where our students in the kinesiology field, athletic training, even biology, get to do a lot of hands-on work with our students in the athletic teams, helping them prepare for tournaments, races, all of that. So a graduate level experience at an undergraduate level. Again, really big on outdoor experiences in Colorado, 300 days of sunshine, pretty much any outdoor activity you want, we have it, 1,200 miles of hiking within an hour of campus. We do have Division II athletics as well. Again, pretty much every sport you could possibly want to do. And the most important thing to take away from my presentation is that we are a WUI school. So as a student in any of the red states, and actually on our campus, the blue states as well, if you have a 2.5 GPA, you immediately qualify for discounted tuition, which takes it down from out-of-state tuition to in-state tuition plus 50%, which you can see here. We do have a 2-year live-on policy that you see here, and that cost is your housing and meal plan, every single meal you could want. And that is our total cost of attendance. Thank you guys so much for your time. I look forward to staying connected with you, and I will pass it on.
Thanks so much, Mia. Wow, this has been really fun so far, and we still have 3 schools left to go. So next up, you have the opportunity to hear from Colorado State University-Pueblo.
Thanks so much, Courtney, and thanks everyone for being here with us this afternoon. So my name is Noelle Clark, and I'm the Regional Admissions Counselor for Colorado State University-Pueblo. I work with all students in all of California and Nevada, and I'm based in Southern California, so just right down the road from you guys. I'm also a proud CSU Pueblo alum, so I love talking about my university and the wonderful experiences that you can have with us on our campus. So let's go ahead and mention quickly where we're located. We are located on the opposite side of Colorado from Colorado Mesa University in Southern Colorado. We're in the town of Pueblo, which is a small city with about 100,000 people total in the community, about 100 miles, an hour and a half south of Denver, and about 45 minutes south of Colorado Springs. We have a nice small university with only 4,000 students total. So that means you really get to know your classmates, your professors, and really build that connection on campus, which is one of the best advantages of going to a smaller university. You're not just a student sitting in the classroom, your name and your professors are there to help make sure you're successful. And that puts our average class size at just about 21. So those really nice small settings with our student to faculty ratio at about 15:1. I can tell you from my experience as a CSU Pueblo student, my entire 4 years, I only had one class that had more than 30 students in it. That class had about 65 students in it, and the professor still knew every single one of us by name. So we really do make that more individualized approach to your education accessible. We're a pretty diverse student body in general, as well as you can see here on these statistics, with about 47% of our students being students of color and 32% being first generation, the first in their family to go to college. So we have a lot of great opportunities for you to help make sure you're successful at the university. We have about 80 different areas to study total through all of our majors and minors. We're a pretty comprehensive university, so that means we offer a little bit of everything across the board, from humanities to business, psychology to engineering, biology to athletic training, and there's a little bit for you to choose from to really find the career path that's working for you. None of our programs are impacted, so that means regardless of what you choose to study, you're able to graduate within 4 years. The only program that we have that has a separate application process is our nursing program. So the rest of our programs are all direct entry, meaning if you're accepted to CSU Pueblo, you're automatically accepted to the program you want to study, and it's easy to change your major as well if you change your mind. Some of our popular and more unique programs are listed right here on a slide. To highlight some of them, that includes our nursing, health sciences, business, biology, psychology. We also have an automotive industry management program, which we're one of about a handful of schools across the country with a 4-year degree in automotive, engineering with mechatronics specialization, a really thriving cybersecurity program through our computer information systems. And there's plenty more for you to choose from. And it's really easy to double major, add some minors in to really craft that education you're looking for. Every single program has some sort of hands-on component tied in with it. We understand the value of that experiential education, not just sitting in the classroom for your 4 years. So we make sure you get out into the community, into the lab, in your field to get that real world experience. We have internship opportunities set up through the university within our Pueblo community, Colorado, as well as on the national stage. So there's a lot of great opportunities. One of our internship programs I love to highlight is our partnership with the Smithsonian. So actually every single year we send students during the summer to Washington, D.C., almost all expenses paid, to be interns That's very popular with our history, political science, media communication students. We also have a lot of opportunities for research on our campus. We're not a big research school, so that means with the research we do have on campus, the professors work with students on that. So you're able to get that hands-on experience, and it's across campus in different programs, particularly within the sciences, biology, chemistry, but also within our social sciences. We just renovated a building this past year, and that has 4 brand new state-of-the-art psychology labs in it, which our social science students are using. We're Division II for athletics with 21 different teams, part of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, about 75 plus different clubs and organizations, with our outdoor pursuits program definitely being one of the most popular. Like Mia mentioned, talking about Colorado, we have so much in our state for you to really take advantage of as a student, and really take advantage of all the great things happening in Colorado. As far as affordability, we pride ourselves on being an affordable out-of-state university. We are part of the Western Undergraduate Exchange WUI, and it's completely automatic for you guys as California or Nevada residents to automatically qualify for the WUI tuition rate, which brings us down quite considerably. Then on top of that, you can get our automatic merit scholarships, which range from $500 to $8,000 a year based on your GPA, test scores, or class rank of your graduating high school class. You just have to meet 2 of those 3. We give you an automatic scholarship for living on campus as an out-of-state student, when we have tons of other scholarships and aid that we give out. If you're the first in your family to go to college, there's a scholarship for that as well, and tons of other ones. We are test optional this year for seniors, so if you're still interested in applying, our application is still open. You can go online to our website here. You can use this fee waiver code to apply for free. And this right here is all of my contact information, and I'd love to chat with you guys more about the university, but I'll go ahead and throw my info in the chat and pass it on to our next presenters. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Noelle, to you and Colorado State University-Pueblo. Don't forget, audience, you can put those questions in the chat at any time. Now it's my pleasure to turn it over to Sydney at Fort Lewis University.
Hi there, my name is Sydney O'Connell, and I'm a senior admission counselor at Fort Lewis College. At Fort Lewis, we like to say we're powered by place because we use our surroundings to our advantage. So we have 14,000-foot mountains just north of us, the Red Rock Arches of Utah just to the west, and deserts of New Mexico and Arizona just south of us. So we're really going to get you off campus into our communities early on. As far as Fort Lewis, where we're located, we're about in the southwest corner of the state of Colorado, so about 6 hours south of Denver, about 3.5 hours south of Grand Junction, and about 3 hours north of Albuquerque. So right there in that corner, within 3 hours of 3 different national parks. As far as our campus and our town is about 18,000 people. So Durango is a smaller mountain town, but I like to say what we lack in people, we make up for in hiking and biking trails. So we have about 300 miles of hiking and biking trails within 30 minutes off campus. All of our first year students do get free ski passes to Purgatory Ski Resort, which is our closest resort, about 25 minutes north of campus. And although we are a small town, we're still fully functioning. So we have 2 hospitals, 3 urgent cares, a full regional airport, and free city bus service for all of our students. So I always like to joke that if you fall mountain biking, you break your arm, we do have a hospital that you could go to. We are a small town, but we're fully functioning. As far as our campus, we're about 3,300 students. So we are a bit of a smaller school. We are represented by 47 different states. Our students are 50% students of color, and we're represented by over 170 different Native American tribes and Alaska Native villages. We do have 4 affinity centers on campus that support students. So we have El Centro de Muchos Colores, which are our Hispanic Resource Center, the Native American Center, the Gender and Sexuality Resource Center, as well as the Black Student Union. All 4 of those centers have actual locations on campus you can go and hang out in. Professors hold office hours, they're tutoring, they do free lunch on Friday. And this photo right here is from the Native American Center, which has the best couches on campus. So I always recommend students go check it out. Really go to those centers if you're looking for community on campus. As far as our small size, that means we also have small classes. So we have about 23 average class size at Fort Lewis, and all of your classes are taught by professors. In addition to that small class size, our statistic is that 80% of your classes are smaller than 30. So the bulk of your classes are really in a classroom. You're getting to know your professors. You're going to have the same ones from your freshman year to your senior year. And they're really going to want to make sure you're benefiting in their classroom as well as outside of their classroom. So helping find internships, volunteer opportunities, even just personal success, making sure you're doing the transition to college well. Our professors are really there to support our students. As far as majors at Fort Lewis, we are a liberal arts institution, so we have over 50 areas that range from engineering to English, physics to philosophy. A couple of our bright programs on campus would be our entrepreneurship and small business development. If you've ever heard of the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, it's a franchise, a chocolate franchise throughout all of North America. It was founded here in Durango, and our entrepreneurship and small business development students actually get to compete their senior year for their own franchise of the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. So you could graduate on a Friday, and then on Saturday, you're a business owner. Additionally, we have a major called Adventure Education. If you're passionate about the outdoors, but you're also passionate about helping others, that's going to be a great program for you. You become an expert in how to teach mountain biking, ice climbing, road biking, all of those different things. Additionally, our geology program is one of our place-based programs, which means it's great because it's where we're located. There's a class you'll take your sophomore year through geology where you do not have a classroom assigned. You spend your whole time in Animas Mountain or on Smelter River. You're really going through those different areas and getting that hands-on experience that way. As I keep mentioning, we're a big hands-on school, so you're required to do an internship for most of our majors, and you'll get class credit for them, even if it's not required. We frequently send our music business majors down to Santa Fe to do the Opera House, so work behind the scenes. That's a great internship. We'll also check in with you weekly. So weekly, you'll be required to write 500 words on what you're doing in your internship. That's not just for you, but that's also for us to make sure that you're doing what you should be doing in your internship, making sure you're not just getting coffee, but you're really hands-on in that internship. We also have field study programs. One of them is our archaeological field study where this photo was taken. You spend 6 weeks in the Four Corners area on an actual archaeological dig. Our psychology field program spends 6 weeks at a mental health facility or a hospital working with stroke patients. This past summer, a student spent 6 weeks in Pueblo, Colorado. So shouts to UCSU Pueblo, our students were staying on your campus. And they worked at a correctional facility and they spent that 6 weeks shadowing group counseling sessions, individual counseling sessions, and really getting that hands-on experience. Additionally, all research that gets done on campus gets done by our undergrads because we only have 4 master's programs and those are through our education department. So any other major, you're going to start doing research your sophomore year and then are required to do a final senior research project your senior year. Other than just academics at Fort Lewis, we do have 60+ clubs and organizations students can join, everything from an A1 gaming club to a social dance club. We have a beekeeping club where we have 18 hives on campus students can take care of. We also have something called Outdoor Pursuits, which is our outdoor recreational office where you can rent skis, snowboards, stand-up paddleboards, hiking equipment for free as a student. And we really have the location to be able to use all that equipment. As far as applying, if you're a senior right now, awesome. We'll still accept your application. It's pretty easy. It takes about 15 minutes to fill out. And then I just need your high school transcripts. Test scores are completely optional for you, so you're not required to submit them. As far as scholarships, we do have the WUI scholarship. So if you have at least a 3.0, you'll qualify for that and never pay more than 1.5 times in-state tuition. If you have a 3.5 or higher GPA, you'll qualify for my $8,000 or $10,000 scholarship. You're automatically applying for them when you apply to Fort Lewis College. And then other ways to save, of course, we'll all say it endlessly, apply for FAFSA. It's a great thing to do. We also have a Native American tuition waiver at Fort Lewis. So if you are from a federally recognized tribe, you go to Fort Lewis College tuition free. Additionally, other scholarships on campus you can apply for once you're admitted. And then just my final piece, we are open and having students visit campus. So if anyone's interested in actually coming to our campus, you certainly can. In the chat, I'll post the link for visiting campus as well as how to connect with me one-on-one. But that's all I've got for you all today. If you have any questions, I'll put my information in the chat, but it was so great sharing my information in 6 minutes left.
Thank you so much, Sydney, to you and Fort Lewis College. Our last presentation tonight will be from University of Colorado, Boulder.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Courtney. I'll go ahead and share my screen. Definitely last but not least. Awesome. Well, welcome everyone, and thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Maria Camila Taylor, and I go by my middle name, Camila or Camilla, whatever works for you. And I'm one of the admissions counselors at CU Boulder. With CU Boulder particularly, we have over 110 majors, minors, concurrent degree programs, and certificates you can choose from. We definitely want to encourage our students to customize their education. So it doesn't necessarily mean create their own major, but it's the combination of creating different majors, minors, concurrent degree programs, and certificates to study. So when I went to CU Boulder, I double majored in ecology and evolutionary biology and communication. I minored in leadership and also pursued the public health certificate all in 4 years. It's pretty common of a lot of our students. It just depends on what you're specifically interested in. So all 4 categories can be found in our academic colleges, featuring the College of Arts and Sciences, So anything such as arts and natural sciences and social sciences, humanities, languages, they're all going to be featured in this larger college. We have the College of Engineering that is ranked top 20 in the nation. We do receive the most funding as a public institution from NASA and have had over 18 astronauts go into space. We have our Leeds School of Business, also ranked top 20 in the nation. As for a public school, particularly awesome to be able to work with corporations and having a community on campus that will want to support you with new ventures and entrepreneurship opportunities. We have the School of Education, great for anyone looking to become a school teacher. The College of Media, Communication, and Information, what I like to call our storytelling college. So if you're interested in journalism, sports broadcasting, anything of that nature, it'll be found there. The College of Music, it is an audition-based college that's going to focus more on classical music, as well as the program in environmental design, which features architecture, landscape planning, urban design, and so on and so forth. Now, of course, this is a lot to choose from. We also recognize that you might not necessarily know what major you want to be in, and that's totally okay. We also have created the program in exploratory studies, which is a first-year program to literally give you the space to help you figure out what is the major that you should pursue. I think a lot of the times we assume that students already know what they want to study, and that's okay to not know. So we want to be able to provide you with support services so that way you can figure out what major is it that you'd like to do, and also a major that you're interested in pursuing. Overall, we're located in Boulder, Colorado. It's about 30 minutes outside of Denver. I myself have come from the Los Angeles area, so I went to San Pedro High School from San Pedro, California, and attended CU Boulder back in the day. Now, we are a D1 institution. We do play in the Pac-12, so against USC, UCLA, Cal Berkeley, ASU, the list goes on. We're a bigger school, about 33,000 students, and we are also about an hour away from the Denver International Airport. We have over 500 different clubs you can choose from, so anything from the traditional Greek life, multicultural Greek life, to our Taylor Swift Fan Appreciation Club, which is slowly dying on campus. Now, of course, if you have a club that you would like to start, it takes you and one other person to be able to start that club, and we highly encourage it. We are the #1 athletic city in the nation, so we are super close to all of those ski resorts, the closest one being Eldora, which is about 30 minutes away. Now, overall, we encourage you to not only apply to CU Boulder, but to apply to every single school featured here today. It just takes the one application, the common application. So a lot of our schools might be also on the common application, but we're solely on the common application. So we are no longer taking applications for seniors right now because of we've had about 53,000 applications for this year. Now, overall, we also ask for you to submit other documents such as your 2 short essays. This is another great chance for you to be able to not only get admitted to the university, but also to find us, to advocate for us to give you scholarships, because we like to provide our merit-based scholarships not based off of just solely merit, but based off of your stories and any hardships you might experience. We also ask for an application fee, your high school transcripts, your college transcripts, and you'll notice we are test optional. However, with that being said, for further years, we do have to wait for Colorado, the state of Colorado, to further pass the law in order for us to continue being test optional. So please connect with me if you have any questions about that. And then we'll ask for 1 academic letter of recommendation, as well as your activities or resume list. This is another key piece if you want to potentially qualify for any merit-based scholarships, as we do like to see what are you involved in outside of the classroom. Now, overall, we look at things holistically, so it's never just about your grades. It's always going to be more than that, because you certainly are more than just a number. So you'll see what types of courses you're taking, what is the overall grade trend, what are you doing outside of the classroom. And with the COVID-shaped elephant in the room, we want to know what happened this year. If there have been things that have happened to you that have taken your focus outside of the classroom, we totally understand. Please let us know so we can take that into consideration, and also take it into consideration for any merit-based scholarships. Overall, our cost of tuition is listed here. We do not participate in any WUI exchange, so please do note that. But we do offer various scholarships that you can apply to every single year. So you can see tuition and fees, which would be locked in for all 4 years. Your on-campus room and board, which is just a requirement for your first year, and books and supplies, which is an estimate here, not billed necessarily by CU Boulder. Now you'll also see a final note, please fill out the FAFSA, and then the CU Boulder Scholarship application, which I previously mentioned, is available to you every single year with scholarships that are full ride. So definitely take a look at those when your senior year rolls around after you have applied for CU Boulder. I'll go ahead and put my contact information in the chat, as well as a link for our virtual visits, as we are not offering any in-person tours. But thanks so much, and I'll pass it back to Courtney.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite all of the panelists to turn back on their cameras, and we're going to go round robin in the order that you presented and give you the opportunity to answer one of two questions. So the first question would be either, what is your favorite event or tradition on campus? Or give an interesting or fun fact about your school. So either give an interesting fun fact or what's your favorite event or tradition on campus. So let's start with Carroll College.
Awesome. I'll have to do my favorite tradition. So at Carroll College, after the very first week of classes, in between the freshman residence hall and our library is this very large, very steep hill that we completely tarp and we turn into a ginormous slip and slide. So we do a huge slip and slide barbecue the first weekend back. So there's live music, games, usually do some kind of dance at the end of the night, but all afternoon long. It starts Friday after classes are done. You just see students going down the slip and slide, and it's so much fun. My favorite event.
Awesome. Here at Rocky Mount College, I'll go with a fun fact. So before we were called Rocky Mount College, we were called Billings Polytechnical Institute, and a group of students at the time decided that name didn't represent the college really well. So they actually got together, made a plea to the school to change the name. So the name is actually named Rocky Mount College by the students probably about 50 or 60 years ago. So pretty interesting that it's named by the students.
I think one of my coolest favorite events when I was a student was Hunger Games week. So each week that was the premiere of a Hunger Games movie, we would plan a whole fun week of events, from like eating a berry pie eating contest to athletic events. It was a lot of fun.
So one of my favorite traditions on CSU-Pueblo's campus is called our International Extravaganza. So every spring, a lot of the international students will get together and host this event for anyone on our campus in the community to be a part of. Well, we'll do usually a talent show or a fashion show where people show dances or attire from their culture. There's usually a food. If we do a potluck, so students will make food from their culture, which was always my favorite part. And it's been running for about over 70 years on our campus.
I'm so bad at the muting and unmuting. At Fort Lewis, we traditionally get the full week off for Thanksgiving. And during that full week, we'll do a Grand Canyon trip where our students get to go to the Grand Canyon, they whitewater raft through it, they hike it, and they camp in it. And so that's about 23rd year. So every year students get to go and do that. And we have a pretty outdoorsy campus. So it's a really awesome opportunity for our students to get off campus, but still be with our Fort Lewis community.
At CU Boulder, as I've mentioned, we are a D1 school. We do have our football stadium on campus. It's not a Photoshop picture by any means, but the most great thing about attending a football game at CU Boulder is that we actually have a live buffalo, and we are the buffaloes as a mascot. So they do, the buffalo, her name is Ralphie. She does run around the football stadium at the very beginning of every game and at the end, or I should say at the beginning of the second half. That is a varsity sport, so you can try out to run with her. We just need you to be obviously fast, and so you will have practices and you will get a letter, and you will have to hold on tight because she is strong. Before we have her actually come out, she is introduced by Eric Cartman, a South Park character, as they are alumni of CU Boulder.
That is a fun fact. Hold on tight, no kidding. Well, audience, I hope that you'll take a quick look at these awesome professionals on the screen. They are really here to help you throughout this process, whether you're a senior this year and are making final decisions or just sort of retooling your college search, or you're juniors and you're just jumping in to this college search. We hope that you'll use these professionals at all the colleges and universities that you're most excited about, and also have some fun. This process should be some fun too. So as you close out, there'll be a quick 4-question survey. We hope you'll provide us with some feedback. Sign up for more sessions. There's 2 more hours worth of, in this same format, of seeing multiple colleges within 45 minutes. So it's a great way to learn about new colleges. And finally, this recording and all the recordings happening today will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/WACAC. With that, I hope that you guys have a great afternoon. Bye, everyone.